Welcome to Learn and Leap, the podcast where we explore the most exciting and transformative ideas shaping our world. I am your host, Smith.
And I am Jamila. We are delighted to have you with us on this journey of discovery. Today, we are diving into a topic that is on everyone's minds, a force that is already changing our lives in countless ways and promises to redefine our future: artificial intelligence.
That is right, Jamila. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is no longer the stuff of science fiction. It is here, and it is powerful. From the recommendations we see on Netflix to the virtual assistants on our phones, AI is woven into the fabric of our daily lives.
But what exactly is AI? And more importantly, where is it taking us? Are we on the brink of a golden age of human-AI collaboration? Or are we sleepwalking into a future we may not be able to control? These are the big questions we will be exploring today.
So, Jamila, let us start with the basics. When we talk about artificial intelligence, what do we really mean?
That's a great place to start, Smith. In simple terms, artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in machines. It's about creating computer systems that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, problem-solving, and decision-making.
And this is not a new idea, is it? I believe the term artificial intelligence was first used a long time ago.
You are absolutely correct. The term was coined back in 1956 by a computer scientist named John McCarthy. He organized a conference at Dartmouth College, which is now considered the birthplace of AI as a field of study. So, while the recent explosion of AI might seem sudden, the seeds were planted decades ago.
It is fascinating to think about how far we've come since then. From those early days of theoretical discussions, we now have AI systems that can defeat world chess champions, compose music, and even create art.
Exactly. And the engine driving this incredible progress is a concept called machine learning. A great way to understand machine learning is to think about how a child learns. A child learns to recognize a cat by seeing many examples of cats. They learn that cats have fur, pointy ears, and a tail.
So, machine learning is like showing a computer thousands of pictures of cats until it learns to identify a cat on its own.
Precisely. The more data the computer is given, the better it becomes at the task. And a more advanced form of machine learning, called deep learning, uses complex structures called neural networks, which are inspired by the human brain. These networks have layers of neurons that process information and learn from it, much like our own brains do.
So, now that we have a better understanding of what AI is, let us talk about how it's being used today. I mentioned Netflix and virtual assistants, but the applications of AI are much broader, are they not?
They certainly are, Smith. AI is transforming almost every industry you can think of. In healthcare, for example, AI is being used to analyze medical images to detect diseases like cancer with incredible accuracy. It's also helping researchers to discover new drugs and develop personalized treatment plans for patients.
That is truly remarkable. It sounds like AI has the potential to save countless lives.
It does. And in the world of transportation, we are seeing the rise of self-driving cars. Companies like Tesla and Waymo are using AI to create vehicles that can navigate our roads safely, with the potential to dramatically reduce accidents caused by human error.
I have to admit, the idea of a self-driving car is both exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking, but the safety benefits are hard to argue with.
I agree. And AI is also making a huge impact in the world of business. Companies are using AI to personalize the shopping experience for their customers, to manage their supply chain more efficiently, and even to detect fraudulent transactions.
It seems that AI is becoming an indispensable tool for businesses that want to stay competitive in the modern world. So, Jamila, we've talked about the past and the present of AI. Now, let us look to the future. What can we expect from AI in the coming years and decades?
This is where things get really interesting, Jamila. Experts predict that by 2030, AI will be even more deeply integrated into our lives. We might see the rise of Agentic AI, which are AI systems that can act as our personal assistants, tutors, and even therapists.
That sounds like something out of a movie, an AI companion that can help us with our daily tasks and even our personal growth.
Exactly. And in the longer term, by 2050, some experts believe that AI could help us to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, from climate change to disease. Imagine an AI system that could analyze vast amounts of environmental data to develop new solutions for renewable energy, or an AI that could simulate the human body to test new medicines without the need for human trials.
The possibilities are truly mind-boggling. But with all this incredible potential, there are also some serious concerns, are there not?
Absolutely. One of the biggest concerns is the impact of AI on jobs. As AI becomes more capable, there is a real risk that it could automate many of the tasks that are currently performed by humans.
That is a scary thought for many people, the idea that their job could be replaced by a machine.
It is, and while some experts believe that AI will also create new jobs, there is no guarantee that there will be enough new jobs to replace the ones that are lost. This is why it is so important that we start thinking about how to reskill and upskill our workforce to prepare for the age of AI.
Beyond the issue of jobs, there are also some profound ethical questions that we need to address as we develop and deploy AI.
You're right, Jamila. One of the most significant ethical challenges is the problem of bias. AI systems learn from the data they are given, and if that data reflects the biases that exist in our society, then the AI system will learn and even amplify those biases.
Can you give us an example of that?
Certainly. Imagine an AI system that is used to screen job applications. If the system is trained on historical data that shows a bias against women in leadership roles, then the AI system may learn to discriminate against female applicants, even if it is not explicitly programmed to do so.
That is a very serious problem. It means that we could be building our own prejudices into the machines that will be making important decisions about our lives.
Exactly. And then there is the issue of privacy. AI systems often require vast amounts of data to function effectively, and this raises concerns about how that data is being collected, used, and protected.
And what about accountability? If a self-driving car causes an accident, who is responsible? The owner of the car? The manufacturer? The programmer who wrote the code?
These are all incredibly difficult questions, and we do not have easy answers. This is why it is so crucial that we have a public conversation about the ethics of AI, and that we develop clear guidelines and regulations to ensure that AI is developed and used in a responsible and beneficial way.
So, Smith, as we come to the end of our discussion, what is the big takeaway? Is AI a force for good or a threat to our future?
I think the answer is that it is both. AI has the potential to be one of the most transformative and beneficial technologies in human history. It could help us to cure diseases, to solve climate change, and to create a more prosperous and equitable world for everyone.
But it also carries significant risks. The potential for job displacement, the danger of algorithmic bias, and the threat of misuse are all very real.
As the physicist Stephen Hawking once said, the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, could not compete and would be superseded.
That is a chilling warning from one of the greatest minds of our time. But there are also more optimistic voices. The CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, has said that AI is probably the most important thing humanity has ever worked on. I think of it as something more profound than electricity or fire.
So, we are at a crossroads. The future of AI is not predetermined. It is up to us to decide what kind of future we want to create.
We must be proactive. We must engage in a global dialogue about the future of AI. We must invest in education and reskilling to prepare our workforce for the changes to come. And we must develop strong ethical guidelines and regulations to ensure that AI is used for the benefit of all humanity.
The journey ahead will not be easy. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. But if we approach the development of AI with wisdom, with foresight, and with a deep sense of responsibility, then we can harness its incredible power to create a better future.
For that, we have all the time we have today on Learn and Leap. We hope you have enjoyed our exploration of the future of artificial intelligence.
Join us next time as we delve into another fascinating topic that is shaping our world. Until then, stay curious and keep learning.